Well, hello and welcome. I'm Colin Daniel from riffninja.com, and I've got a lesson that will spice up your soloing rather than just single notes. And we're going to do some double note intervals, and we're going to do them in the key of F sharp minor or A major. And they're going to be on the second and third string. Now, this is advanced. You have to know some things about your guitar in order to get this. I can't go through all the details. I can tell you that we're going to use first inversion, meaning root is the lowest note, and the harmony, which is either going to be a major or minor third, because we're going to use double stops or double note harmonies in scale and major and minor third, right? And the way I handle it is all the major third on the second and third string is on the same fret. So that's a major third. This is a minor third, and they're one fret apart, right? The root's always the lowest note. So if you're in the F sharp pentatonic minor scale, you kind of see where this fits into the scale. It's inside the scale. And what we do is we go through it just like a chord scale. In the chord scales, 1 is major, 2 is minor, 3 is minor, 4 is major, 5 is major, 6 is minor, 7 is diminished, and 8 is your octave. The thing is, though, we're not playing a full chord, we're playing intervals. In the intervals, the 1 is major, the 2 and 3 are minor, the 4 and 5 are major, the 6 is minor, the 7, which is normally diminished in chord, is now just minor in interval, and then octave. And that's in the major scale. But we're not going to be soloing in the major key. We're going to be soloing in the minor, but it kind of fence sits, right? Because we're going to be using D, E major, F sharp, and E major. So I'd consider it more in the key of F sharp than I would in the key of A, but it's relative. And we are going to start on the number 1 interval, the A major third. The third string A is my root, and the second string, second fret, is my third harmony. So the 1 is major third. Now all I have to do to go from the 1 to the 2 is bring down my third finger a tone higher than the root, because in a major scale it's tone, tone, semitone, right? So from the 1 to the 2 root is a tone. So there's my root. Major is here, but we want minor. So this is A major, then B minor, third, right? Now you go up a tone, C sharp, minor third, D major third, E major third, F sharp, minor third, G sharp, minor third, and your octave, A major third. One is major, 2 is minor, 3 is minor, 4 is major, 5 is major, 6 is minor, 7 is minor, 8 is our octave. Now, these intervals can be played, they don't have to be played in scale, but I suggest you get familiar with them and first learn to play them. You can go higher too, like if this is A major, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, 5 right off the fretboard if you like. I'm just going to deal with this 1 octave here, going from the 2nd fret to the 14th fret. That's what we're going to deal with today, but just keep options in mind. Now, I don't usually play the whole thing and go through a solo, but you could practice. I've got a background track that I can work with and show you how to practice that with the background track. You can just go up and down the fretboard getting used to where the shapes are. But We really want to break them up into groups because it's easier, and then join them with the rest of the scale. But let's just, for 30 seconds, I'll just show you what it's like to go through it and play this, starting from the A and going to the 12th fret while I'm playing over the background track, okay? So you can practice it that way just to get the hang of it. And after that, I want you to take them in groups. So the first group is right at the start. It's a 1, 2, and 3. That's major, minor, minor. Now you'll find the same shape again at the 9th fret. Major, minor, minor. And again, one more time. So that's the next step you want to do, is get familiar with that. So let's do that now. We'll go through our 3 groups of major, minor, minor, okay? So you'll see that I'm messing with those 3 groups. And that pretty much, it's so easy after that to cover the rest of the fretboard, because you got the first group and your root note ends on the 7th fret. Then you have 8th fret, and then your next group. And then right after that, the octave. So really, if you just know this pattern here, this one pattern, say you don't relate to notes or numbers or anything, and you just go major, minor, minor, major, minor, minor, major, minor, minor. You're really only missing one interval. Right here at the 7th fret. Other than that, it's the full scale, so it's easy to remember. Now, once you get the hang of that, you need to mess around with it some more. And you can pick, you don't have to, right now I'm picking them harmonically, meaning that I'm playing them at the same time, and I'm just a down stroke, but you could go down and up, or like in Brown Eyed Girl, it went, you know, where I went 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. That's a really good place to start. Besides that, and you'll notice it in my last demonstration, I did it a couple times where I went in reverse. So you can reverse it, you can go forward. The idea is to start mixing them up a bit and connect better with it. And the other thing you can do is you can pick them individually. Like I'll do things like where I get a down up cadence going. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Rather than the double notes, right? And you can do that with your 3 groups. And it's 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E, and, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Very cool. Okay. So let's run the track and we'll just work on the picking, because you can change the timing of it. There's a lot of different timings on it. you can see how that can start to develop into some pretty cool solo ideas if you combine this with your single notes in the scale, and if you know your fingerboard on the scales fairly well, it would really be a benefit. But even as it is, it becomes quite nice. It's very melodic. So now I'm going to just mix it up a bit. And I'm first just going to take these three groups that I showed you, and then after I'm just going to join them up. I'm going to also incorporate a bit of my F-sharp pentatonic minor scale in there too, just to show you that that fits in with it. And you can actually just work those first three intervals, and it's right inside the scale. Then you can move up, and you can do it here at the 7th or 9th fret, 5th string, and that's my second group. And then my third group, which is the octave, is back to the F-sharp pentatonic minor with the 6th string root, and your group is right there. So let's give that a try right now. All right, so that hopefully will open your mind and open the doors to some new and inventive soloing. And this is a style of teaching I like to do in my members site, and I've done quite a few studies on different approaches using background tracks like rhythm tracks to solo over and themes, and this is just one of them that you'll find in the members site. And if you're really hungry and you learned lots from this, then you should come to the members site and check it out, because there's lots in there for you to develop your soloing. This is only the tip of the iceberg. Now, as a favor to all you dedicated students, when I say goodbye, after that, if you just keep rolling the vid, there'll be a background track for you, a loop that you can play through for a little bit so you can practice this. All right. This is Colin Daniel from riffninja.com. Come and check out my member site and see what I got to offer. And I hope this helps you out a lot and opens some doors for you. See you in another lesson. Take care.